What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be doing a review that I've been wanting to do for quite some time now. The only problem is that it took me a while to get some of the components together for it. Anyway, today I'm going to be reviewing the SADF Nutria Brown Uniform. Now, this Nutria Browns were introduced to the SADF at around the mid-1960s. They were in use in the Bush War in Angola, as well as in Southwest Africa, which is present-day Namibia. And they were in use up until 1996, when they were replaced by the Soldier 2000 camouflage uniform, which I've got right over here. I'll be doing a review on this later on. Anyway, the uniform is in the Nutria Brown color, which is more or less a darker shade of coyote brown. It is made out of a 50-50 polycotton blend. Pretty much composed of a shirt, some pants, and a bush hat, as well as a few other stuff that I'll be talking about later on. Anyway, so that being said, let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the shirt. Now, with the shirt, there's two different types, the Type 1 and 2 variants. This particular one is the Type 2 variant, which was introduced in 1971. One of the ways you can tell them apart is the Type 1 has the chest pocket flaps are V-shaped and it has the exposed buttons. Other than that, they're pretty similar. These shirts also come in two different variants, the long sleeve and short sleeve. This particular one is the long sleeve. However, most of the time soldiers usually prefer to wear the short sleeve. However, or they would just roll them up. Anyway, this particular one was made by Cactus Pico Fashions, dated 1993. US size medium. It's got a little coat hanger loop right here. Now, this particular model is a late production one, seeing how the uniform will be replaced 3 years later. Anyway, on the shoulders right here you've got epaulets. Now, what you would use these for is to hang your rank. What you would do is that if you weren't enlisted, you could do two things. You could either sew the rank onto your sleeve, or you could use an armband, which you would hang off the side of your shoulder, loop it to the epaulette, then you would attach it to the sleeve. You could do the same if you were in military police. You would put the armband, attach it, hang it off the side of your shoulder. However, if you were an officer, which you would do for your rank, you would take the epaulette, you would take your rank, slide it over, then you would just fasten it, and you'll be good to go. Now, the shirt has buttons running all the way down. However, one thing that I found interesting is it doesn't have a button here at the top. Just had to leave the collar like this. Now, if your buttons do come off for some reason, you do have a spare set right here. Now, the shirt itself is made out of a very thin 50-50 polycotton blend. It's very durable though. It's a single layer. The pockets are pretty flat there. You can just put a small item in here, maybe a wallet, some small papers, documents, so on. Sleeve itself, the button, you only adjust with one button. Then they actually have they're actually very easy to roll up. Right here. What else? Yeah, not much about this. It's a pretty good shirt. Very nice design, very comfortable to wear. It's also really good for stepping out. So yeah, let's move on to the pants. Alright, so now I'm going to talk about the pants. As you can see right here, I got the Type 1 and Type 2 variants. I'm going to talk about these first. Now, when I got these, they were in very fair condition. I actually had to repair them quite a bit. Had to do a lot of sewing, especially on the field dressing pocket right here along the waistline. One of the buttons was falling off. Same with the tag. I also had to fix the fly, and they also got quite a lot of repairs on them as well. So first, I'm going to show you the tag. It says trousers, men's, size 34, made by H.J. Johannesburg, dated 1971. It's got a space right here to write your name. As you can see right here, I have to make a small repair right here so it's falling off. And actually along the back, a lot of the belt loops have to be sewn to be held in place, because as you can see right here in this one, they've actually used buttons to fasten, but right here these have actually fallen off. They have to be sewn back into place. So you can see right here it has two back pockets. So they've got the pockets on the side of the legs, on the right and left side. Then the field dressing pocket. It's also actually missing the Velcro. It's supposed to have some Velcro right here to close it. This part was actually falling off. I have to sew it again. Same with the top button. It's got a 5-button fly. For some reason, top button's a bit bigger than the other buttons. It's also got a single cargo pocket on the left side, which closes with one button. Now the knees are reinforced. I think they're double layered. For some reason, it's got a inseam or some stitching running all the way down to the end. It's also got some drawstring right here at the legs, leg cuffs. And yeah, overall, they're okay. They can be in better condition, but at least I was able to get them. They're a bit hard to find in regards to small sizes. So yeah, I just got it. I got it as soon as I saw it. Didn't really expect it to be in such bad condition, but oh well. I think I can make it work. Anyway, so right here I've got the Type 2. These ones are brand new. These ones were made by the Specifico company in Beaufort, Botswana, dated 1993, size 92-79. You say about an equivalent of a US size 36, so large. However, even if they don't fit you, one thing you can do is that these pants have quite a few modifications over the Type 1. One of the first ones has a drawstring right here, so even if they're a little bit too big for you, you can just tighten it up, put on a belt, fix it. Also, it's also got the same 5-button fly, however, all the buttons are the same size. It's also got two cargo pockets. They're very similar to that of the BDU uniform. We've also got 2 buttons. You also extend a little bit right here. It's got the field dressing pocket. It's the Velcro. All the belt loops are sewn in. There's no buttons. Also, it's only got one back pocket. This one doesn't have a flap. Again, this one also has the knees reinforced, so the same inseam running all the way down the seam. It's also got the drawstrings on the leg cuffs. And overall, it's a very good type of pants. It's actually, if you take a moment to look at it, it's more or less the same design as the BDUs. At least it has a few similarities. But anyway, it's a very good, again, like I said, very good type of pant. I think it's a good alternative to the tactical pants that there are today, or any camo pants. Again, if you get a chance to get these, get them while you still can. Especially if you are like a size 32, 34. Try to get this specific size, because even size 36 are hard to find. So they're more usually common in large sizes, but size 38 and up. So something to keep in mind if you're going to buy these. Alright, so with that being said, let's move on to the rest. Alright, so right here, got a few other things that would go with the uniform. One of the most notable ones is the bush hat. Now, this hat is more or less, you could say, a similar design to the boonie hat. One of the differences is a little bit more firm, I guess, the design. The brim is not, it's a little bit more firm, doesn't really, it's not, the shape of it is not really uneven. Also, it does have the slots right here where you can insert some foliage. It's also got 3 holes right here for ventilation on each side. It's also got one right here in the brim. And for some reason, it has these snaps right here, which you can use to attach it. I don't know what they're for, but they're there. Anyway, it's got a tag right here. It's made by J.L. Normoyle in Durban, size 62, dated 1984. It's also got a little bit of writing right here in Afrikaans. Anyway, this is size large. It's about, I think, US size 7 3/4, something like that. Anyway, really good design, really good hat. So it's a good alternative to the boonie hat. So yeah, not much to say about it, but this, along with the shirt and the pants, are pretty much the what composes the majority of the uniform. Right here, we've got some of the other things. We've also got the undershirt you would use with it. It's also in the Nutria Brown Uniform. It's made out of 100% thick cotton. Right here's got the tag. It's made by Scotford, dated 1989, size large. So they got a space right here where you can write your name. Shirt itself, it's okay. It's a bit comfortable. However, when you're out and it's a hot day and you get really sweaty, it sticks to you. So it's gonna be a bit uncomfortable. Overall though, it's okay. It's just an undershirt. Not much to say about it. Right here I've got the socks that would go with the uniform. Size 10. Got some writing right here. 70% wool, 30% nylon, shrink proof. So our medium sized socks. I think they're almost reach all the way to your knees. And yeah, they're socks. Again, not much to say about them. And right here I've got the bush jacket. Now for this one, I've already done a separate video on, so if you want to take a look at that, I'll leave a link in the description. And but we got a quick overview. So this one right here, it's made by Marburg Manufacturers, dated 1978. Field jacket, dress, size large. It's got a serial number right here. It's got the coat hanger, epaulettes. It's also got 4 pockets. And it's got a drawstring right here in the middle and on the bottom. And it's almost more or less similar to the US M1965 field jacket, at least in design. Got the cuffs right here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, if you want to see a more in-depth review of it, I'll leave a link in the description. Alright, so here I got all the parts of the uniform laid out. Now, overall, it's a very good uniform. It's very rugged, very durable. It's good for using outdoors. I think it's a good alternative to all the tactical stuff there is out there. One thing to keep in mind if you're going to buy this, do make sure that you get the right size. All the sizes are European. They're all in centimeters. So make sure you convert it and you look up the size before you order it. I know with the bush hat, I made a mistake. Usually, as you could say, a size 58 or a size 60. However, or that's US 7 1/4 or US 7 1/2, and this one's a little bit too big for me. Still use it if I fold back the brim, but it's still a little bit too big. It's obvious. So same with the pants. As I mentioned, they're a little bit harder to find in the smaller sizes, especially if you're a size 32 or 34. If you're a 32 or 34, go with a size 36 if you can find one. Again, small sizes are harder to find. If you get a size 36, you got the drawstring, put on a belt, you can adjust it easily. This one right here, it's a size 34, but as you can see, it's in poor condition. Still works though, but got this one by chance. Same with the bush jacket. This one's a little bit too big for me. However, still okay. Not that bad. Just again, something to keep in mind. Just make sure you get the right sizes. If you want to find these uniforms, best bet is on eBay. I got most of this stuff, at least the shirt, pants, and the bush jacket, the socks, and the undershirt from Old Republic Enterprises. These pants and bush jacket I got from some other sellers. However, go to Old Republic Enterprises. They usually have all this stuff. You can find it on their eBay page or shop. It's usually brand new, you know, unused and good condition. And again, get them while you still can. These are getting harder to find, regardless of condition. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. other than that, as you can see right here, I got some different types of uniforms. I mean, they're all from different dates. You got 70s, 80s, 90s. So it also gives you a little bit of a look at how the uniform had some changes over the years, more or less. Some of the things that I did forget to include in this video are the boots, as well as the belt that would go with this uniform. Usually it would use a, I think, khaki style belt that was lined with studs, so you could attach pouches to them for the pattern 70 webbing. Also the boots, they just used to put some dark leather brown boots with them. Fortunately I don't have them. Haven't found any in my size yet. But other than that, it's pretty much all the important parts of the uniform. Sorry about that. And yeah, again, not much to say about it. Alright, now before I end the video, I said I would show you what the uniform actually looks like when it's being worn. So you can see right here, the shirt will always be tucked in. Just wearing a tan belt to have something for reference. Also, the boots would also be, the pants would also be tucked into the boots. Now for this I'm just using black boots just to have something to go with it for reference again. Now another thing to notice is for the bush hat, I did have to fold the back of the brim because it's the only way it will actually fit me. It's a little bit too big for my head. If I have it all the way down, it looks a little bit too big, and you could easily flop it off my head. So if I find a smaller one later on, I'll get it. I'll also be getting some other uniform boots if I find them. Now, this is what it looks like with the sleeves rolled down. However, it's very easy to roll them back up. There you go. It's good to go. It's pretty simple. It's what a lot of soldiers would do if they were the long sleeve shirt. If not, they would just use the short sleeve one, which they would also use a lot. I think they use it a little bit more than the long sleeve one. I have yet to see a picture of a soldier with the sleeves rolled down. Anyway, I'm also wearing the undershirt. And again, before I end the video, this is what the uniform looks like from the front, left side, right side, and the back. Now again, find these, get it while you still can. It's a good piece of South African gear, very durable, very comfortable. Again, it's also a good alternative to what there is available today. And yeah, it's pretty much all I got to say about the uniform. Now, later on, I'm going to be doing a review on the Soldier 2000 camo uniform, which should be coming out pretty soon. And yeah, if you like this video, please make sure to leave a comment, click like, subscribe if you want. Other than that, thank you very much for watching, and have a good one. Later.